reviews when we checked the company's Facebook pages, but we also didn't see any new complaints.
It's nice to see that they're taking steps to right their wrong and make their customers happy.
Clement stopped by the station to show us the t-shirts he ordered, plus a refund and the 2 extra t-shirts he received for his trouble. He's thankful to the company, and he says to root to the rescue.
There was immediate action after you guys stepped in that I'm quite certain wouldn't have happened otherwise.
T-shirt trouble, man. Ruth to the rescue. By golly, t-shirt companies around the world, be warned. You better have your shit together, or we'll get you. Alright, good health. Now it's time to push some vaccines or something. Okay, enough of that. But, yeah, Local 4, Channel 4, I was watching earlier. And, you know, I don't pay attention much to the news. I'm having to do this through this damn cell phone because also my computer apparently can't do the screen capture and the online video run at the same time together properly. So, we're going to capture it like this. And, but I was watching the 4 o'clock news because it's like first at 4 is their little ghetto motto. And, after that comes Entertainment Tonight, you know, E.T., Deborah Norville or whatever, and you all know the routine. I'm sure you've seen the dang show before. It's been on forever. And I was actually busy doing some other stuff, but so it ran for a little bit. And I seen this article of the sole survivor of the Texas mass shooting, this Cassidy. I should put out my cigar and put on my glasses and get organized if I'm going to make a video, right? Yeah. I didn't know if I was going to make this or not because, but anyway, alright, so I saw it on E.T., and I saw the beginning of her speech video that she made, this Cassidy Stay. That's a heck of a name. Cassidy Stay. Cassidy Stay. As I spit on my computer screen. And I couldn't believe what I saw. But I can believe what I saw. But I couldn't believe what I saw, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to run it for you here, and I'm going to pause and point out a couple things. And, you know, I just heard about this the day before that when I saw the video of the guy in court falling on his knees and whatever, and I thought, wow, okay, another shooting, Houston. You know, and like I said, I've said before in other videos, in Detroit here, we have shootings all the time. Whole families, gang shootings, you name it. So shootings aren't, I don't, you know, jump on every shooting story. And I had no reason to suspect the Houston shooting story until today, when I saw this.
Mom and Dad and her 4 siblings. Denise Nair has the story of a remarkable girl speaking publicly just 3 days after this horrific tragedy.
Just 3 days. Okay, pause. Just 3 days after this horrific tragedy, she supposedly got shot in the head, okay? There's no bandages. She's up walking around with a skull fracture, right? That's what one of the stories said. She had a skull fracture. And actually, if you go, I've compared stories on this from different organizations. They all have their discrepancies. They all have the coded numbers like 33 and things like this in them. And they all tell a slightly different version, depending on who's, you know, where you're getting it from. So, but that's not really, I mean, what really kicks it off is right here, she's starting her speech, okay? I don't know who this guy is supposed to be, but I would say that's her handler, and the way he's overlooking here, and that was just the first impression I got even when I saw it on the TV. So here she starts to talk 3 days after she'd been shot in the head.
Enjoying your support for me and my family. Stay strong.
15-year-old.
Alright, did you see that? Stay strong.
15-year-old Cassidy.
Thank you for supporting me and my family.
Family, stay strong.
What in the hell is that? Got the full thumb extension and everything. That, my friends, is the Baphomet. That's not even your average devil horns. That is the full Baphomet. Okay? So right off the bat, she got to throw the Baphomet high in the sky. The camera definitely got a pan to catch that symbol, right? That's the first thing she's going to do. Then watch this. This guy hugging her. See that? You see where his hand is? Right after that shot, and then you see, I don't know who that guy is, but you see where his hand is? Completely wrapped around the back of her head. Okay, so before, if you, and the first thing I'm thinking, well, where's the head bandages? This lady, this gal supposedly got shot in the head, had a skull fracture 3 days prior to this. She's already up walking around with full senses and making public speeches? Are you serious? She shouldn't even be out of the hospital yet. Right? And then where's the bandages? Where's the signs of injury? Well, it's obviously not there. Right? Ow! That would hurt. That would hurt. You know, and some people might say, oh, well, she got her... Oh, yeah, so let's get the other side of the head over here. This side of the head here. Oh, nice little smile. Let's get a close-up. Yeah. Got the hand wrapped around the head, so obviously the injury wasn't around that area. That would smart a little, wouldn't you think? Okay, so if they're trying to say that, like, back here, she's making a speech, okay, it's not on this side of the head because her hair's pulled back, right? They could say, oh, well, he was covering it on this side by pulling her hair over to one side and trying to cut. But no, I don't think so.
Suffered a skull fracture and lost part of a finger trying to protect herself.
Oh, she lost part of a finger too? Did you hear that? Okay, let's play all that back. Now listen real close. Let me see if I can... I don't know what's wrong with the sound. My speaker's at 90%. The video's at almost 100%. So try to listen.
15-year-old Cassidy Say suffered a skull fracture and lost part of a finger trying to protect herself from being shot. She's
the sole survivor, they'll say, go on to say. But she lost part of a finger on top of a skull fracture? Hold on, let me back up here. Let's try to spot that finger.
Suffered a skull fracture.
Is that it? Is that the finger right there she lost part of? Is that a wrapped up finger right there? A pinky finger maybe? Here, let's go back here.
Thank you all for coming and showing your support for me and my family. Stay strong.
15-year-old Cassidy Say suffered a skull fracture and lost...
No, that's the paper. That's the paper in her hand. That's the paper, this paper that she's holding being wrinkled. So, there's no bandages on that hand. And obviously, you know, we can see the other hand right here. Oh, hold on, let's run that back.
15-year-old Cassidy Say
No, got all them fingers.
lost part of a finger.
Here, let's see if we catch it again.
From being shot. She is the sole survivor. Suffered a skull fracture.
Skull fracture. Better grab that head a little harder, dude, since she's got that skull fracture and all. Okay, you know, I could go on with this all day, just right here in this little 2-second episode. You know, 2-second segment or whatever.
For coming and showing your support for me and my family. Stay strong.
Do I need to say any more? Do I need to say any more? Thanks for watching, folks. The bullshit continues on.
Hundreds gathered in the quiet suburb of Houston to pause and remember 6 lives lost. And to celebrate the amazing courage of 15-year-old Cassidy Stay, the lone survivor of the horrific shooting that took the lives of her parents and 4 siblings.
Just 3 days after this horrific tragedy.
Like I've said before, I think a lot of these stories are programs. And what I mean by that is they're meant to be installed into your head to program your thinking, to show you how to behave, to how to react to things. And I've been noticing recently with a lot of these shootings, these so-called tragedies, whatever they are, a pattern where people will erect a shrine at the scene of the crime. And it's usually a very public, very publicized event where they bring lots of gifts, flowers, candles, pictures, crafts, and whatnot. And the way that these people are carrying on makes me wonder if all of this this show or whatever it is actually for the deceased. Some just say it's just for the hoax, maybe. Or are they bringing gifts to whatever forces or entity that's behind these things?
She has indicated that she wanted to say something. She was hurting so bad, but she did feel this presence.
She said it felt as though those angels were there with her, putting their hands over her mouth, whispering to her to be quiet.
You see, to me, it looks like they're trying to show or trying to condition some new type of reaction. Again, like I said in my other video, that they're trying to make the abnormal seem normal. So these shrines at a scene of a horrific death, they're showing there. It's like a new form of an indoctrination. And then you have this rally where everyone's all smiles, laughs, jokes, love over a family that supposedly got slaughtered.
Hey guys.
And it looks like this type of like a ceremony or a celebration, and they're releasing balloons in the air, they're singing, they're applauding, they're laughing. And it makes me wonder if we're looking at some type of a formation of a new religion. And this is the training. This is the training videos. These are the videos that they're showing you. Okay, when someone gets slaughtered, you need to bring your offering to the place where this slaughtering took place. And so to me, these are all religious gestures, whether these people are aware of it or not. And even if they're in on this whole thing, they're still participating in this show or whatever. And it's like some type of spiritual or energetic thing going on that goes beyond the hoax. And that's just my opinion, observation. You may disagree, you may agree. I don't know.
Well-wishers today released 600 balloons, 100 for each of the victims in the Stay family.
At Saturday's memorial, hundreds of balloons were released skyward in support of the Stay family and one very strong young girl.
I really like Harry Potter.
An uncommon strength as a family and a community try to begin to heal.
But one thing I'm sure of is that these things definitely are not as they're making them appear, at least to the general public. There are those of us that can see the charade, at least at the bare minimum. There's a charade going on here. Maybe you believe it. I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't know. And of course, we've got the hand gesture, which to me is a kind of cliche.
Cassidy Stay illuminating the crowd with a powerful message on behalf of her family.
Stay strong.
Holding up the sign language gesture for love.
I don't really put much weight in it, but I also can't deny that a lot of these high-profile and prominent things, there's always, or maybe not always, but there's usually the hand signal in one form or the other, the devil horns or the pyramid or whatever. So I can't deny that. Maybe it's all coincidence, maybe not, but as you know, from what I can gather here, this young lady is part of the club now.
Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light.
Well, right now the line, as you can see behind me, is growing, and it's been really growing by the hour. Just a short while ago, we saw the CEO of Malaysian Airlines stop by to pay his respects. Yesterday, we saw the former Secretary General of the United Nations, Kofi Annan, here as well. But people from all over the Netherlands, as well as all over the world, this is, after all, an international airport, have been stopping by there. They're laying flowers. They're signing a condolence book. They're shedding tears. Everyone here very much mourning the loss of all passengers that were on board MH17.
As are we all. Aaron McLaughlin, thank you so much joining us there from the airport in Amsterdam.